But what happens as we're pregnant is the belly comes out, and often we start to tilt the pelvis forward more. And that puts a lot of pressure and strain in the low back. And what really needs to happen is everything comes back together. And that involves core strength, obviously, pelvic floor strength. You've probably heard a lot about that. You may even have some concerns of your own. And hopefully this class will give you some tips to work with that and to work with your own body and to safely recover strength, because it's not about doing sit-ups. It's about knowing how the core works. So when we talk about core strength, it's belly, transverse abdominis that wraps around, low belly, pubic bone up towards your navel. Then we've got low back. Then we've got outer hips, and we've got inner thighs. All of this has to work together to hold you steady and upright. And so if you think, as the ribs jut forward, or as the belly grows, the ribs are actually jutting or at an angle. We want to bring them back level and then back so they line up right over the pelvis. So it's like a lampshade in a bowl. So a lot of the cues I'm going to use are ribs back. Breathe into your back body, not the chest and front body. Breathe into the back body, which tells the nervous system to calm down. And hug the outer hips in, inner thighs in, all of this stabilizing. So we're actually going to start with some standing postures. What I'd like you to do first is stand. During pregnancy, often we start to waddle, right? The legs get wider. After pregnancy, you want to bring them back together, but don't force them. If you still feel more steady with the legs wide, do that. Otherwise, start to work your legs underneath you. First thing, hug the outer hips in, front of the ribs back. Now shift your weight into your right foot, lift your left knee in front of you. One leg Tadasana. Something to watch for. When you shift your weight, did your pelvis just tilt? This is that outer hip hugging in that I'm talking about. Okay, so now that you know that, add a little extra challenge if you're ready for it. Stand on a block. If you don't have a block, grab a thick book. Harry Potter books are really good for that. But shift your weight into your right foot, outer hip in, inner thigh up, front of ribs towards the back, lift that front knee. And then drop your arms, just hold it. Not much needs to happen, but notice how my bottom foot is moving. My body is trying to find its stability, right? All of that's using all of these micro adjustments which are engaging the core. So holding that, then start to move. And it doesn't really matter how you move. You just want to challenge yourself to move. Challenge this leg to hold you up, the core to hold you steady. You're trying to find it again. You might feel like you've lost a sense of your core strength from pregnancy. This is one way to find it again. Okay. If you're ready for the other side, switch it out. And again, do this on the solid floor if that's what's needed now. The block or a book just gives you a little added challenge. So again, standing, outer hip hugs in, inner thigh lifts up, front of ribs towards the back body, arms by the side. And you know you can always pause the video if you want to play with this a little bit longer. Do this while you're making dinner. Do this while you're holding your baby. That's an even better challenge to make sure you can find the proper alignment. Because how often do we hold our baby and just let our hip jut out? We get lazy. So this is your time to say, no, wait, this is core strength. This is how I want to be. All right, now come back to standing. Then set your block aside. And I want you to feel that. So here's your Tadasana. Ribs in, outer hips hug in, inner thighs go straight up. And breathe. Good, so we're going straight into Utkatasana. Sit your hips back and low, elbows to your thighs. Shift back, hug your outer hips in, front of ribs towards the back body. If you did my prenatal video, then you'll know that hug your baby in, that's the same action. Interlace your hands behind you, lift your shoulders, retract your shoulders. Now we're coming into a back bend. I want you to feel your glutes, and then the muscles that line the spine all the way up. Especially lift your shoulders, squeeze your shoulders back. So important when you're holding a baby all the time. Right. All right, release that. Stand tall, 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 taller. Grow, reach, lengthen, lift, and exhale, hands to heart. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Be here, now, in this moment, with this body, in this breath. All right, sweep your arms wide and high. Exhale, you're gonna fold forward, Uttanasana. So many things that you couldn't do so well while pregnant, now you can do. Widen your feet, bend your knees, grab your elbows, shake your head yes and no, move your torso, see if you can release just a little more. Good, then plant your hands, step back to your downward facing dog. Again, feet can stay on the wider side if you need that for stability. Press down through that soft spot between your index finger and thumb. Really important to widen the hands and then lengthen through the shoulders. Front of ribs towards the back body, continue to get longer. So holding that, if weight bearing on your hands is too much, because holding a baby like this, it often strains the tendons in the wrist, and wrist pain is a real thing. So if that's too much, grab your chair. You can use the top of the chair or the seat of the chair. Walk your hips back. You're still in a downward facing dog, but now your hands, your wrists don't have to support you quite so much. Good. From there, we're going all the way down to the floor. So you can bend your knees, put the chair aside if you're ready. Hands on the floor. If this is too much, again, take the blanket, heel of the hand on the edge of the blanket. See if that gives you just enough that you can handle this for a moment. So now straighten your right leg back, toes touch the floor, top of the foot down. Draw the front of your ribs in. So I really want you to set the core. Then lift your leg. Just lift it hip height. Dial the pinky toe down. Stay nice and level. Keep drawing the front of your ribs in. Lift your left arm. Just holding this. Notice your body making micro adjustments, finding the core, finding its strength. Good, then release. Straighten your left leg, top of the foot down. Again, you're using the foot to press down into the floor to get the leverage to draw your ribs in. And you'll notice how my back is concaved. When I draw my ribs in, it almost rounds just slightly. So right there, press down, then lift your leg, hip height. Dial the pinky toe down. Feel your hamstring and your glute. Then reach your right arm. Good, breathe. Nice, then release that. Release your knee. Press up and back, downward facing dog. Again, use the chair if you need it. Come all the way to the floor if you can for just 3 breaths. All right, drop your knees to the mat. Shift your weight forward and lower, so as slowly as you can. You want to find a plank pose, so you're in a fairly straight line, but it's not a plank with your knees up quite yet. Keep hugging in, so the front of the ribs towards the back body. Lower as slowly as you can, all the way down to the mat. All right, once you're down on the mat, just bring your forearms underneath your face. Straighten your legs, dial your pinky toe down, and then lift only your legs. So this is kind of what we just did. Draw the front of your ribs towards your back body so your core is strong, but just lift your legs. Good, hold that and breathe. Dial your pinky toes down, bring your big toes a little closer together. Yeah, I know it's kind of a challenge. And release that down. So this next move is to target the muscles in the low back. So if you think of all along the sacrum, right into the low back, we're trying to isolate that. So this is a little bit weird. Shake your legs so they're relaxed. Your knees are going to stay down on the floor, but you're going to try to drag your knees up towards your shoulders. So if you watch, you're dragging your knees up, your back, your low back is arching and lifting. Just hold, and then release. And I want you to do that about 3 or 4 more times. So lift, hold, and release. Lift, hold, and release. A couple more times. And so after this practice, if you feel a little bit of soreness in your low back, that's okay. You did it right. But it's strengthening what needs to be strengthened. So now, what I want you to do is walk your hands back so your thumbs are in line with your chest, maybe a little lower, forehead's down. Straighten your legs, going back to where we were, pinky toes dial down, lift just your legs. Now lift your shoulders towards your ears, pull your shoulders back, and that's gonna lift your torso. So now you're in kind of a locust shape. I want you to hold this. Keep your gaze down, move your ears back, and lower. So strengthening the low back. From here, we'll press up to plank. Keep your knees down, push yourself straight up. You may need to come through tabletop, and then downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Use your chair if you need to. Gaze forward, walk your feet forward. Bend your knees, going into Utkatasana. This time you're going to interlace your hands, send one finger straight forward. Shift your weight back, drop your hips, outer hips hug in, front of ribs towards the back body. Lift or straighten your arms straight in front of you. Your gaze is still down. So just like what we did on the floor, feeling all the muscles of the back, now lift up behind your heart. Pause and breathe. Good, as you're ready, stand tall, 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 taller. Grow, reach, lengthen. And exhale, hands to heart center. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Be with this body and this breath in this moment. Good. So, one of my favorite shapes for strengthening whole body is Warrior 3. I want you to think of it a little bit differently. It doesn't need to be parallel to the floor. We're going to take it in stages, so you're going to be more at an angle. You might want your chair. We're going to start standing. Lift the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, send one finger straight up. Here's really important. Outer hips hug in, front of ribs towards the back body. So I just got longer. Now shift your weight into your right foot. Keep hugging your outer hips in and start to hinge. Hinging forward slowly. That back thigh needs to stay rotated down. Once it rotates up, you've lost the whole shape and all the benefit we're trying to get. So dial that pinky toe down. Continue to move slowly, slowly, slowly. Maybe you want your hands on the chair or your forearms on the chair. Keep dialing pinky toe down, front of ribs towards the back body, and lengthen. Good. Come all the way back up. Zip all the way up through the center. Interlace your fingers, one finger high. Then shift the weight into your left foot. And again, you're moving slowly, slowly, slowly. Ribs in, pinky toe dials down. All the way. You can hold this or use your chair. It's up to you. You're still gaining all the strength. You're still working hard. Keep dialing the pinky toe down, ribs in. Good. When you're ready, come back to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Soften your gaze or close your eyes. Again, breathe in this moment with this body, this breath. Now inhale, sweep your arms high. With your exhale, we'll fold forward, Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. And as you step your left foot back, spin the heel to the mat. Come up to Warrior 1. Dive deep into that front knee. This back thigh needs to rotate away from you to seal that pinky side edge down. Now, bring your left hand to your rib cage and push them forward. So there's a little twist through the torso. Lift your left arm, then add your right. Interlace your hands, reach. Dive deeper into that front knee. Pull your right hip back, rotate your left thigh. Good. All right, now interlace your hands behind you. Lift, retract shoulders. Your left glute is strong. Lift your chest towards your chin. Then move your ears back to lift your chin. Now come forward. Humble warrior, you're coming to the inside of that front foot. Let your head fall, pull your right hip back. Rotate the left thigh away from you. Good, release your hands to the mat. Step forward with the left foot, step back with the right, just switching it out. Heel to the mat, come up to warrior one. So once again, the back thigh rotates away from you, seal the outer pinky side edge down, dive deep into that front knee, pull the left hip back. Now grab onto your right ribs and move them forward. Even draw the ribs back. And release your hands up above your head and breathe. Strengthen the legs. Good. Now exhale, hands behind you, interlace. Lift and retract shoulders. As you draw that knuckle down your back, I want you to lift your chest up to your chin. Now your chin lifts by moving the ears back. Now come forward. Shoulder on the inside of your front knee. The hands come up and over. Stability in the legs will support you as you fold forward. Good, release the hands all the way down. Step forward. Bend your knees nice and deep. Grab your elbows, ragdoll. Just let yourself hang. Good, now come all the way up to stand. All right, we're almost there. These standing balancing poses are the best for restoring the core in the way that needs to happen right after having a baby. So if you're feeling a little wobbly, a little shaky, it's normal. Okay, so Garudasana. I want you to take your arms out, right elbow under left, cross at elbows and wrists. You can grab your shoulders. Sit low, shift into your right foot, lift your left leg, cross it over. You will either work to bring your shins parallel or tuck behind. Now squeeze your outer knees together. Sit lower, draw your ribs back. Sit tall through the torso. Stay there. Then when you're ready for the next step, pubic bone to navel, front of ribs to the back body, start to round forward, really using the core strength. As you round forward, you're aiming for your standing knee. Nice. Release that. Unwind, stand tall. And we'll go to the other side. Exhale, left elbow under. Cross elbows and wrists or grab your shoulders. Set your hips back and low. Shift weight into your left foot, lift your right. Cross over. And then you're working either shins parallel or tuck your toes behind, wherever you are. Sit back and low. Draw your ribs back. Lift behind your heart. When you're ready, pubic bone to navel, front of ribs to back. You're drawing your elbows down to meet your bottom leg, your bottom knee. Good. Keep working the front of the ribs towards the back body. Nice, then release that, stand tall. And exhale, hands to heart. Soften gaze or close your eyes. Be here with this body, this breath, in this moment. Go ahead, now sweep your arms wide and high one more time. With your exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Plant your hands, step straight back into downward facing dog. Breathe. Use the chair, of course, if you ever need to. At this stage, it's better to take care of your body than to force anything. Now drop to your knees. And so this is a narrow-kneed child's pose. So my knees are really just wide enough that my ribs can lay on them. Toes touch, walk your hands forward. Come up on your fingertips. If you need to, see if you can get a little bit longer. If your forehead doesn't touch the floor, that's okay. Just continue to lengthen through the torso. Now walk your hands over to the left side, and as you walk to the left, You're gonna lengthen further with the right. And this might feel a stretch from your right hip through your side body, through your armpit, maybe into your tricep, all the way down. Plant your left hand on the floor, and then start to press into your left hand. You may need to move your belly away from your thigh just a little bit, but drop your right side down as your left side lifts. So you're creating just a bit of a twist. And release that and come all the way back to center. Breathe in the center, get longer. And then walk your hands over to the right side. Reach your left arm longer. Notice the stretch that you feel through that entire left side of your body. Notice how your breath expands through the ribs. Might increase the sensation. Now, take your right hand back, plant it. Press into your right hand, move your belly away from your thighs so your left side can come down and the right side comes up. A little bit of a twist, a little bit more intense. And then walk your hands back to center. Find that length. Now come all the way up to seated. And you can pull your blanket underneath you. We're going to sit off to the side. Sit on the edge of the blanket in Dandasana. It's a staff pose. This pose seems so simple, but it takes so much engagement. And if you haven't noticed, each of the poses that we've done take a lot of that engagement that I'm calling core. Outer hips, inner thighs, low belly, which is pubic bone to your navel, front of the ribs back. So as you sit in Dandasana, if you need to bend your knees, please do. There's no need to force it because what we're aiming for is the low back is long and steady. Hands by your sides. Ribs in, sit tall, flex your feet and press through your heels. Go ahead now, swing your legs over to the right side. Going into Bharadvajasana, which is an easy twist. Right hand to your left thigh, so bring it back towards the middle. Left hand behind you, sit up tall, and then start to move. Right ribs forward, left shoulder back. So even in postnatal, until you know that all of the abdominals have healed, you don't want to do any deep twists. This is one that you can do, and it's beneficial for low back pain, for side bodies, all sorts of things. Turn your gaze over your left shoulder, turn your eyeballs over your left shoulder. Then release, come back, legs out in front of you, extended Dandasana. Now I'll switch to the other side. Bharadvajasana, left hand to about the middle of your right thigh, right hand behind you, sit up tall. Left ribs come forward, right shoulder back. Moving mostly with your own strength. Your hands are just helping you. Turn your gaze over your right shoulder, turn your eyeballs over your right shoulder. Go ahead and return to center. Take your legs out in front of you, Dandasana. And now come off your blanket. We're going to come all the way onto your backs. So roll to your side, lie down, come all the way onto your back. So remember, just like in pregnancy, you don't want to just sit up and lie down. It puts too much strain on the abdominals, the rectus abdominis. It's trying to heal. So use your hands. Walk your feet in. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Press into your big toes as you lift the hips high. What I want you to feel here, you're drawing your thighs parallel, inner thighs are working, hamstrings and glutes are strong. Shimmy shoulders underneath you if you're ready to go higher. Press into your feet. So move your chest closer to your chin. If you want a little extra challenge here, see if you can straighten one leg parallel to the other. Believe me, it's harder than you think. This is all about hamstrings, glutes, pelvic floor, low belly. Do that again when you're ready. And release all the way down. Feet wide, knees knocked together, constructive resting pose. Cross your arms over your chest. Stay here as long as you need to. Shavasana is there when you're ready. So straighten your legs. Notice how your body feels. Have gratitude for your body for practicing. As you're ready, begin some subtle movements, fingers, toes, ankles, wrists. Maybe a yawn stretch, taking your arms all the way up overhead. Breathe in, sigh it out. When you are ready to get up, bend your knees, roll over to your side, all the way. And use your hands, guide yourself up to seated. Sitting tall, hands at heart center, soft gaze or closed eyes. Give yourself gratitude for doing this practice, for taking time to care for yourself. Lift thumbs to third eye. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace.
Beautiful mama, you nourished body and soul. Hold this calm, cuddle your little one, sip water, and rest in your power. Namaste.